Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for February 5th through the 11th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aquarius. Alright, the overall energy for the reading, the Seven of Wands. There's a little bit of defensiveness in there around something. Let's see what's going on here. In the recent past, the Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Swords. Okay, so waiting for things to change for the better here in a situation. Waiting and hoping that things will change for the better, that you'll feel better about a situation, because I see you taking a little bit of time for yourself there. Okay. Now, whether or not things did change for the better, I can't really tell. I do see an inclination towards maybe, especially in how you're showing up. But let's see. In the current situation, the Strength card, the Page of Wands, the Judgment card, you do look a little better. You do look a little better here in how you carry your energy, in how you carry yourself here. It takes a lot to show up like this, but you're doing a little better here. Okay. In the immediate future, the Empress, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Way better. It's like, you know, better by the day here, by the looks of it. There is a partnership that shows up, tied up to you here in the immediate future, in the sense that maybe your connection to whoever this is makes things look and feel way better. You know, there is some patience here though with this, so it's looking like, yes, you're doing better, just don't expect that you'll be perfect and back to self in no time. You know, it might take a little minute there, but let's see what's going on. Let me do the Seven of Wands. Yep. The Six of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. So something did feel really good at some point, and it does show up as your connection to somebody else, your connection to yourself through that connection to somebody else. So you are looking like, well, in the past at least, you felt good about something here, about yourself, about especially one particular connection. But at this point in time, you're looking, I'm not sure if things are going south or if, you know, it feels like crap right now being tied up to whatever this is. But I do see a sense of distance from your part when it comes to this situation, which doesn't have to mean, oh, because it sucks. It could mean you need some time for yourself, you know, even if things are good here. It could mean, okay, but today, you know, I need to go out in nature, just me and me, you know. Could mean that. Okay. Let's see the Three of Wands in the recent past, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, the King of Swords. Now, you're definitely coming from a little bit of a better place in the past there, where you're showing up as being open emotionally, really secure within yourself in terms of, this is what I want, this is where I want to give. Perfect, this is where I'm at. And then there seems to be a little bit of disconnection from that, in the sense of things may have changed a little bit in there, where you don't show up as confident. You're not showing up confused either, but definitely some sort of distancing on your part, where it's like you're there with all of this, but you need some time for yourself for some reason. Which, okay, we'll go with that. Nothing wrong with that. It just seems like a little bit of disruption in things, almost. Sometimes. Let's do the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's almost like remembering that sense of independence of yours, you know? Maybe you got too attached to something or someone here, where you may have lost yourself a little bit through it. Like, okay, where's me in all of this? You know, I need some me time. Like, how do I take that? Because I forgot. So again, I don't see anything wrong with that. I do see you a little lost in yourself, in finding yourself there. you know, through your commitment to either a situation or a person here, which felt great, feels great, but a little bit of like, I need some me time, you know, which again, not a big deal if that's the case. Let's do the Four of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely being called within here. There's something going on within your energy there that's calling you inward. So that's why all of this is happening, where you realize all of a sudden, uh-oh, all is good out here on the surface, but hold on, I hear a knock somewhere within myself there. And it could be something that you may have avoided dealing with or not dealt with it completely, fully, you know, and it could have to do with a fear of abandonment or a fear of loss. And it's something from the past, and it's something that's been following you for quite a while, possibly. And I feel like you've worked with this before. It's just, it doesn't feel like it's completed. And that's why it's like, it's calling you back in to work with it, with this energy. And you're like, there's a little bit of resistance there, you know? You're not fully open to it. Because again, on the surface, it feels like everything's going all right. But it's like, okay, but something's not completely going all right inside. So that's a problem. But at the same time, it's like, it's going to feel uncomfortable. I don't really want to go there. Well, but I feel like you are. For the Strength card, you get the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, the Page of Swords. Yeah, you're showing up here still for the surface. You know, you're still here giving, still engaging with whatever situation you got going on attached to you here. It's like you're functioning on two fronts. You know, the surface one where it's your life, whatever you created for yourself as your life, and everything seems to be going all right there. And then there's that deeper part of yourself that kind of calls you to action here, kind of calls you to healing. And you're functioning in both. It takes a lot to give outside of yourself at this time, especially because you're being called inward. But you're still doing it. For the Page of Wands, you get the Six of Swords, the Devil, the Four of Cups. It's like, how much time do you need for yourself for this situation, you know, for your own healing right now? Because you do have the tendency to kind of go MIA completely. Like, okay, I need to do me. Okay, where are you going? I don't know exactly, but don't call, don't text, don't nothing. I'll come back, you know? You have the tendency to kind of cut off all contact with the surface, where you do have something going on here, you know, whether it's perfect at this time or not, you're still participating in something. So you have the tendency to go and cut that off completely. And it's like whatever you got going on is functioning and sustainable with your energy. If you take that away, it almost feels like it's crumbling down. It's like it's disappearing off the face of the earth. And this tendency doesn't look to be a healthy one, doesn't look to be a good one, in the sense of, hey, I need to do me at the cost of cutting everything else out. You do need to do you. Just try to find that balance in between the outside and the inside at this point, you know? Where are you willing to do you at this time at the cost of losing everything on the outside? Which I don't think that's what you want. But, because you do look upset when you do have that tendency to kind of cut everything off. Don't call, don't text, don't nothing. Until I say so. You know? Could be a pattern of yours or something. For the Judgment card, you get the Death card, the Temperance card, the Six of Cups. Whatever challenges and transformations you're going through personally, it's going to show up and reveal itself, all of it, in this connection that's tied up to you as well. So if you're shifting, this connection is going to shift. You know, whatever's going on internally with you and whatever transitional phase you're going through, it applies to this connection attached to you, and you'll see it in time. You won't see it right away. But you'll see it in time how it affects this connection as well. You know, you are looking like you're going through a little bit of a death process, actually. So it's a little more than meets the eye here. It's not just a little bit of, hey, abandonment wound coming in, let me in to heal. It's a little more than that. It starts with that, but you're definitely going down on a rabbit hole there with that in terms of your own healing. So looks quite intense there. For the Empress in the immediate future, you get the Page of Cups, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords. You're coming out of this healing period of time, but you're coming out slowly to the surface, where you look to be participating a little more each day. You have days where you're like, I'm not in the mood. Yeah, like, okay. So just take it easy on yourself there. Don't be too hard on yourself with this one. And don't run from this process either, especially of coming back out from this inner situation you got going on. Because again, it feels like it's a little bit more than meets the eye here. It's not just a little bit of healing, a little bit of a touch-up, a healing touch-up. That's kind of how it starts, so it's pretty redundant in that way, but it's not that. You're going on deep, and coming out seems to be okay, okay. Like coming out of a deep sleep, and it's like, okay, let me find my grounding. What day is it? And even with that, it almost feels like you want to lay back in bed, where it's like, oh, shit, no, this is too difficult. I'll just go back to bed. It's fine. So just be gentle with yourself through the process. For the Three of Pentacles, you get the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the World card. You do seem to be a little not impressed here by, there's definitely assistance around you through this process. And I'm talking about the process of coming out of this healing period of time. You have either friends around you, or there's one particular situation that feels like it's very supportive, which could be a very close friend. It could be more than that. It could be a spouse. It could be a family member. It could be I don't know. I just see it as an energy attached to you that's fairly important to you. And you do have a lot of resistance towards that, in the sense of they are trying to be supportive, but you could take it as, leave me the fuck alone. And you know how it is, how we kind of pour our anger or frustration or whatever it is that we're experiencing on the closest person to us. So this one here seems to be the most supportive at this time for you. So of course you're going to aim right towards it. And all of your frustration over this process might turn on them. Yeah, just pay attention on how you navigate this process of coming back out, into the world after a pretty internal, deep period of retrospection, I would say, or just healing overall. Because again, it starts off in a tricky way, where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go for like 2 days, take care of this little situation, I'll be back. And 2 years later, you're like, oh, what the hell just happened there? But it's not gonna be 2 years, but you know what I mean. For the Two of Wands, you get the King of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Wands. It's going to take a little bit. You seem to be coming out in conflict here. You seem to be coming out with a lot of... I kind of see you irritated a lot, with a lot of what's going on the outside. And again, going back to, you're just waking up from this deep sleep, and it's like, you see the light, and it's like... light, no, oh shit, no, close those blinds, somebody do something here. And I see you having the tendency to, instead of dealing with all of the frustration behind that, kind of pouring it out on people closest to you, and that's not the intention. You're coming out actually with a lot of love from this situation, but for some reason, because you're a little irritated by, you got to understand, when you're going through a deep process of healing, you're coming out quite vulnerable. And coming out vulnerable in this world, which this world is not perfect, nor welcoming a lot of the times when we're showing up in this big bright light of love and vulnerability, it can get a little, what's going on here, you know? And all of that, if you're not careful, it might actually come out, all of that defensiveness or frustration over how we're received in the world, you know? So I see a little bit of that going on in the immediate future here, unless you pay attention to it. And if you do, you might actually catch these energies and, you know, not pour them out on the closest person, basically, because that's how it usually goes. So just stick with it. It looks like it's gonna take a while until the energy settle down here. So just be patient through this process of waking up from this deep process of healing that I feel like you already entered it a minute ago there. It's just that it's deeper than you think, you know, at this time. So let me see what the universe has. The Eight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. You seem to be very, very confused at this time when it comes to, again, the closest situation to you, which that in some cases could be a marriage or a commitment of some sort, friendships, or who knows what you have, the closest to you. At this time, you look in that direction with a little bit of a confused mind, which again, try to remember, you're going through a shift right now. Things aren't clear necessarily for you when it comes to pretty much anything, let alone to things that are the closest to you. So I see you being in this position and being quite like, what do I do about it? Nothing. Let it settle down. Before you do anything about anything here, just let this confusion settle down and just transmute out of the way, because it will. And as I said, it will impact this situation as well. The closest thing to you will be impacted by whatever transformation you're going through right now. So, but let it, you know, let it settle down. Don't stress about being stressed out about it. Just, okay, you're confused, good. Let it slide out. But that's it. That's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.